farm up.
Yeah, welcome to Wake the Farm Up. This is a special long episode uncut at Rose and Sal's coolest vintage shop in the world. March 17th, 2024. We're finally getting it to you guys. Part 3.
And if you do, come right back.
Yeah, thank you all. You know, this is a really fun day down here. It's cool, you know, there's so many things going on inside this place. Like, I'm inside of one of the, magic lamps or something. Can somebody rub it and get me out? I'm stuck in here. Okay, yeah, it's just that. Yeah, you just had to touch it there. So, yeah, fascinating, you know, Irish history. You know, I could get into it a little bit. I'm a wee bit Irish myself, you know, being a little Elfy, you know. In Ireland, they actually make roads around where the fairies live, and they do all kinds of fascinating, cool things like that. But I'll tell you what, there's elves and fairies that live all around the planet, and they have been for, you know, days and days. You don't talking about history, talk about future. You know, so historically on this show today, we've been hanging out with all kinds of things. We'll be getting into I don't know why the devil keeps coming up, though. But we do got some devil's dandruff, you know, just to be straight up, you know, without any filters in the voice here. The devil's dandruff's over there in the merch section. It's actually comprised of habaneros, serranos, and cayenne peppers and stuff like that, you know. So it is pretty hot, you know. It's like on the spicy level of 1 to 5, it's probably like a 7, if that makes any sense to you. So meanwhile, you know, being Irish, I grew up eating potatoes, but it's funny because potatoes, you know, go back into history even more. They came from the Andes Mountains. So that brought it even closer to me because that's me, you know, I'm Andy the elf. And so these things, they're a root, and there's thousands of different kinds of them. And if you ever heard of the potato famine in Ireland, it's kind of interesting. It was actually during a time in which the English were forcing the Irish to do different things, and they were taking all their food from them. That's why there was actually a famine there. They really did have a lot of food around. It's just that other people were taking it from them. The real story, though, is there was actually 2 varieties of potatoes that had a disease that year. And, you know, they ate other things besides potatoes. Let me tell you, people eat more than just one thing. They're not going to go into famine zone because they don't have potatoes. I mean, they're eating haggis. Do you know what haggis is? It's like a wonderful, little bundle concentration of grass, you know, when sheep are out, you know, grazing, and they get all that grass pre-digested inside their intestines. And, you know, when you harvest a sheep, then you can take that intestines and eat that grass. It's already pre-digested. You know, it's almost like eating the cud out of a wheatgrass juicer or something, you know. So not bad. There's plenty of stuff to eat, right? Even if you don't got potatoes, you got haggis. Come on. It's our lucky day here. You know, St. Patty's Day. You know, he was cool because I don't know, do you think he found the first shamrock that had 4 clover leaflets on it? You know, they usually come in 3s and all the things. But, you know, it's interesting, you know. It's one of the things I've been hearing about recently, you know, getting into history. History's fascinating. We know it as well as we know our future. You know, as soon as you think you know it, it changes, just like the past and the future. So I'm, you know, just an elf trying to encourage y'all to be present because, that's something we all know. The truth is the truth, and it's there, you know. It's here we are. So, you know, historically, though, and futuristically, we can explore all these things in the present moment. So yeah, I'm excited. We got the tempo gods setting up here on the table, stage left or right. I don't remember which one that is. Does that mean, is it from your perspective or is it from my perspective? Does anybody here know about that? Yeah, that's cool. So I'll say port side. You know, we're in a boating community here. You know, people go down to downtown Cincinnati from here, which is 50 miles away, and they just get in their boats to go down there so they can go and hang out on Main Street or something in OTR. You know, there's this whole, I love this name of these guys setting up here. These guys are the greenest. They got shamrock hats on. We're coming from, you guys are coming from Springfield, Ohio, eh? Yes, sir. Yes.
Yep, representing Springfield, Ohio. We got the Tempo Gods coming up next.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
They are right on time. I mean, that makes sense because doesn't tempo mean timing, some kind of
They do have the timing.
So All right, we're still recording, but why not? Do you have one thing that will plug into one thing, or do we need like three things, or how do you guys want to
We
flow
gotta
into
get
that?
these guys plugged into the board here.
Yeah. So we'll be right back here, recorders, you know. All right, everybody, we're going to pause recording for a second. So if you have like secret FBI files about yourself that you've been wanting to talk about in this room, right now's the time. I'm just going to keep it recording. It's recording still. We got Andy Steffen. I can't help it. And Mike are just cutting it up. And it's just too hilarious. So let's roll with it. We got Dr. Bionic. That's one of our favorite Cincy bands that we like to share with. They've been working with us with their ambient music and allowing us to do that. Check them out in the footnotes too. Cincinnati, just real instruments playing.
Nothing like cruising on a road trip.
Nothing like cruising on a road trip. How we doing?
Got the kombucha going. I make my own kombucha. Yeah.
Wait, you
Black tea, you know.
You're
and then
making your own
secondary
kombucha?
ferment with frozen fruits in the fridge.
And now
I do
to
a low
another
temperature
BBC
secondary fermentation, actually. I find that imparts,
Special report tonight.
it takes a little bit longer, but it imparts more of the strawberry flavors without the sugars. Because you don't want a sweet kombucha. That's like sacrilege. Got to have a nice dry kombucha tea. My kids love it. They drink it right out of the thing.
what's? Can't
It's a
hear.
SCOBI. It's
He said, "What's
it's
the name of the culture that he's
symbiotic
fermenting?"
culture of bacteria and yeast. SCOBY. It's an acronym. SCOBI. And so the SCOBI eats the sugar. The black tea, I believe, is mostly for the pH environment for the bacteria and the yeast. And what they do is they eat the sugar, they produce carbon dioxide and acetic acid. I'm sure a host of other things. If we were in science class, maybe we can
So how
take
many?
a little
How many?
pipette.
Like,
and,
so you make
do a
like
little
gallons
sample.
of them? Like you make jugs of
I
it?
do 2 gallons at a time. That seems to be about our weekly consumption, I suppose.
Yeah.
2 gallons seems to last us about a week. So
you
that's
guys
what
are
we do.
drinking it down. Yeah. And
Oh,
that's,
we're drinking it down.
see, is it the ferment? Like, so the kombucha is creating all these microbials in your, you're drinking that, and they're all good things for your gut flora, so that you can digest all the other fun stuff that you eat, right? Check, Mike.
Absolutely.
Check. Yeah, you can. You got power, dude.
Right behind you there should be a yellow cord.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, you got the power.
Rashad's a little bit behind Mark over here, but he'll catch up. He's really good at basketball, but hooking up the wires, I don't know about that.
He's gonna slam dunk it.
But absolutely, kombucha is probably the best thing you can do for yourself to promote your probiotic stomach genome, so to speak, and make sure that your environment is very healthy and plentiful with beneficial bacteria. You don't want to get any of that candida or anything like that in there, right? Right, Andy? What do the elves think about that?
Yeah, let's check in with the elves. What do the elves?
I think they have something
like
to say about the
kombucha?
kombucha. That's for certain.
Yeah, sorry. We were taking a break with Ricky out back. What do you want to know?
I think the elves were inhaling the smoke from the fire we were cooking the crayfish on.
I think Boogie left something in it. If you know what I mean. Yeah, you ready? You got something to go into this slice?
So, Andy, what kind of sage is this, do you think? Do you think it's
Jealous,
Western
jealous.
sage or Eastern sage? Those are definitive species, aren't they, or subspecies? We got the Eastern sage and the Western sage in North America.
Yeah, there's salvia. There's plant. Oh, let's get the Andy the elf back, because we just want to talk about like kombucha and devil's dandruff and stuff right now. So we're gonna go back out and hang out back with Ricky. We'll be back in here.
Yeah, okay, thanks, elves. So
Get those
yeah,
elves
they
outta
didn't
here.
tell
Make
us
sure they
too
don't
much
break
about
anything.
kombucha. They're a little rambunctious, I think. So what were we on? Like, what they just kicked me out of here for a second, but we weren't talking about kombucha anymore. We started moving on from that, huh? Sage. Okay, yeah, okay. See, So yeah, some of the sages that are growing out west are actually artemisias, but they have this strong smell to them. Artemisias, salvias. There's so many different. That one's not even.
Gotcha.
You gotta a barbershop duet with homie over here because that's a dead mic, so that one goes to dead case zone. But we can access it at any point here. But we're gonna have some
How much
tempo
is the
coming in here.
sage? Hey, the Wake Up the Farm's got this merch and the sage. This guy's Andy's trying to buy it. Why don't we tell the audience how much it is?
Oh yeah, it's like a lot of things, in the Wake the Farm Up merch section. It's a donation-based kind of thing. You could even talk to me about trading something for some of the sage over there. We kind of like to work outside the realms of broken parts of society. And, one of the broken parts of society usually involves money. But, we still, hang out with our elves and drive a car and talk on a cell phone and stuff. So we could use some money to pay that bill so we can keep this stuff coming through, Wake the Farm Up. So check it out, the merch over there. There's some herbs and spices, all elf grown. We generate our own merch. We do have some t-shirts too, which are printed by Kappa's Printing down in Cincinnati. They're wonderful people.
What does the sage plant do to cleanse a place? How does it work?
Oh, did you see how the devil and Ricky ran out when we lit some sage earlier? Yeah, it helps clean out certain kinds of energy. It takes away, if you move into a space and you find out that people before you had fought in there for 10 years and there's all this energy stuck in the wall. It's energetics. You can all feel it. They don't have an app to help with it quite yet. Maybe they do with little sensors and stuff, but you don't need all that. We got it built into us. It's our nature, our ability to connect with when we were talking about how you can date some of the things in here just by hovering your hand by nearby it. If you have the internal app downloaded, it's free. You don't even need to update your system or anything. Just be you, and you can connect with that. You can get all the information from the plants themselves. It's amazing. It's all right there.
Is it something like the sage is pulling from the ground though, some kind of energetic out of the earth that it's?
Well, it brings in sages, and I don't know if you're familiar with that. I mean, sages are kind of like this mystical entity that comes in and they wisely know things, right? I don't know. That's kind of my non-looking it up somewhere else and see what the human agreement or what the word means or whatever. But, that's kind of the realm, right? I think of cool hoods and stuff. Sage. Hey, you guys are feeling set up over here?
All matter is energy.
Check out this microphone. I want to catch up with you guys.
Let's get this frequency going.
We got it. We got it. Let's, Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Andy Stefan. You're amazing.
I think we gave him that stage for free, everybody.
The Tempo Gods are coming up in here. Let's welcome HD and Hill Nos of the Tempo Gods. Look them up in the Wake the Farm Up. You can check it out in the footnotes, tempogods.com. There's no www in front of that. I don't even understand why, but that's how these things work, right?
That's how they work, man. But yeah, www.templegods.com, http.com, Temple Gods, we're there. We offer recording services, mixing, mastering, we make beats. We do merch. We press our own merch, so we try to keep everything organic, t-shirts, hoodies, all that other good stuff. We do you do the what is that you do with the bracelets? It's
Oh yeah, we got all kind of bracelets. We got all kind of stuff. We do jewelry. We do all kind of stuff. So just check out the website. Anything there that you want is available. Just let us know where you've seen us at or where you found out about it, and we might shoot you a discount, but we'll get you some merch for sure.
We don't need no discount. We want to support the Tempo Gods and everything they do, their beats.
Bye.
Yeah.
And all
Give
that
'em
stuff.
double.
You know that,
Give 'em
friends shouldn't
double.
ask for a
Run it
up,
discount.
run
You
it
got to
up. Give them
support
double.
your friends.
Yeah, we'll match you with devil's dandruff or something, Match up whatever you donate to them. We'll send them some devil's dandruff too.
Okay, elves, get out of here. Go back out there with Ricky. I think he's around here still doing something.
We're mixing up. We got Locksley in the house right here, cooking up the best food you've ever eaten. I see her in the
Yeah.
audience out here.
I see she's out there checking out all the records. You guys got a bunch of records over there so she can like spin them into some of her new songs or something that she's working on in her recipes.
Oh, she's got the best Caribbean and jerk and just, I mean, the green sauce. I can't tell you about it. You got to taste it for yourself.
Yeah, we like jerk. We like jerks too. They're jerky jerk.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's good stuff.
Absolutely. Her chicken is divine.
I've been here for a couple
rice,
hours. I'm getting hungry,
Her
man.
plantains.
Dang.
It's all too much. I'm getting hungry.
I'm going to have to fill up on that before
We
I
find
fill
it
up
right
on
here.
any
You just
pints.
got to call Locksley. She's a private chef now. She used to run a cafe here in Yellowsprings, but now she's a private chef and just always killing it, though. Always.
Private,
delicious,
though.
delicious.
Private, though. It's private.
She's available, for she does
Publicly?
all kinds of meals. She's got all kinds of clients.
Publicly?
She's available.
Yeah.
Yep,
Do
absolutely.
you think that people in Yellow Springs?
Well,
like,
she's romantically available, maybe as well. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to her about that. Maybe she wants to come on the microphone here and be interviewed on the podcast.
I think she's busy stirring some recipes.
I think she's stirring it up back there, just drumming up, people getting hungry back there when they talk to her.
Yeah. Well. Hey, she would have known. She would have
told
brought
us
food.
she would have brought food. We
Like,
should have told her.
I mean, we made flyers.
Yeah.
We had elves out in 3 different territories.
the elves were giving them out.
I know there was some goblins that were trying to subdue some things, but we were able to manage to get them to show up here and contribute and have fun. Like I saw some of them walk out with some of these wooden eagles.
Oh, they got the mini ones. Maybe the elves can't carry this big 8-footer.
Yeah, they didn't need the big ones, I guess. So in this temple, the coolest vintage shop in the world, Rose and Sal's. The temple gods have come down here before. Mike,
Let's get 'em going right
we're
here.
stealing the show here. Let's
We
let
like to
these
welcome
guys
the temple
roll in
gods.
here. All right, I just muted Mike so you guys can take over. Mike 2 and Elf are, out.